I had a couple of major purchases over the vacation. One of which is typical that people will probably understand. One of which is something that I don't think you guys know about that I will break here on the air.
Okay, so one is typical and one is one that we'll be surprised at.
Yes.
All right, let me guess before we go to break.
Uh-huh.
A German tank?
Close.
And an Obama button.
Wow, you would be surprised at that. No. Okay. No. But we got to take a break. And, wow, what a tease that was. I'll let you know after 3 more breaks. No. I'll let you know after we take another break. We'll be right back. The Opie and Anthony Show.
So what did you buy?
Oh, yes, my purchase. Actually, I bought a brand new firearm, of course.
Is that the part that we're shocked at?
No. This would be the part that is obvious. It's not the one that I talked about a mere week or so ago when I bought what is dubbed an assault weapon by liberals, Democrats, and Obama. That I bought a couple of weeks ago. I finally got a Desert Eagle. There is a picture of it. It is a .50 caliber handgun. It shoots 50 caliber rounds. There is a sheet that comes with it that tells you how not to shoot it.
Why? Is this going to push you back? It's that powerful?
You don't one-hand it. It says, don't limp wrist this gun. And you're not even supposed to absorb the shock like normal with your elbows. How in the movies you shoot the gun, your elbows bend up. You're supposed to lock your elbows and absorb the shock with your shoulders and body. Because this thing will F you up. There are some videos, again on YouTube and other various sites, of people firing this weapon and hurting themselves. One is this of the young woman that gave it a whirl? Yeah. Yes. Here's a skinny little waif dressed in combat fatigue pants, a little bikini top, and her loving boyfriend has just handed her a .50 caliber Desert Eagle for her to fire. And this is the power that this gun has as you watch her shoot, and the gun, in all its might, flings back and hits her right in the head. Barrel first, by the way. She could have blown her head off because the barrel, it wasn't the top of the barrel, it was the actual part where the bullet comes out. Hit her square in the forehead.
Wow.
That's why you got to lock your hands together. Look, it slips out of one of her hands and just smacked her right in the face.
I'll shoot it with one hand.
Oh, yeah? You one-hand that thing,
yes.
Jimmy? They call him One-Hand Jimmy.
They certainly do.
So now Keith got one, too, because it was his birthday present from July. It took that long for this. It's an Israeli weapon.
Are you giving out birthday presents from July?
Well, that was what I did, yes, for
That's
Keith. Well, Keith is my personal assistant. So I got him the same one I got. It's a shiny nickel finish Desert Eagle, .50 caliber. It also comes with a barrel for a .357 Magnum and a .44 and the .50 cal. So now Keith was going to go to the range, and then he sends me a text last night. He goes, what do you think we go after your show today, and we start off with the .357, then we go to the .44, then we do the .50 so we don't look stupid at the range? And I was like, yeah, I was kind of thinking that. But now I'm thinking it might look a little wussy to get in there with the Desert Eagle and not just blast off the .50 cal and look like men.
But the Desert Eagle's top notch. You're saying the .50 cal is...
The 50, no, I'm saying the Desert Eagle, there's no reason for it. It is probably amongst the most useless weapons on the face of this planet, but you want to have one just to have it because it's such a big, heavy... The thing weighs about 5 pounds.
It's got to be hard to aim, right?
It's very hard to aim because it's so heavy, and you're so concentrating on the kick that it's going to have that you're kind of afraid to shoot it for the first time. And it's a very heavy gun, so it's hard to hold steady when you're aiming. The muzzle flash that comes out of this thing is astounding. It's more a showpiece. It's just kind of these, hey, I want one, I'm going to get one. So I decided me and Keith should have these to go down to the range and just annoy people with the loudness of 50 caliber rounds, even through the headphones.
What's like one bullet cost for something like that?
It's let me see, a box of
Why, you
I
hungry?
believe 20 was $50.
20 bullets is $50.
They're very expensive bullets.
You can shoot that in no time.
And then Keith went, because I was able to pick mine up first. I had all the paperwork done. Keith was working, so he had to go down there. So I paid for it and everything. He just had to go pick it up. So he goes to pick it up, and then he texts me. He goes, they just told me somebody bought up all the 50 caliber ammunition in the store. He goes, whoa, who was that? I said, yes, it was me. I bought every 50 caliber round that the gun store had.
How many was that?
You should see my closet. I don't know, but it took a couple of trips. My closet is an armory at this point.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing. I like to be safe.
Who's coming after you? Sosa's people? The end of Scarface?
Because Sosa said so. No, you never know if zombies. You ever see a zombie movie? They run out of ammo quick. You got to hit them in the head. I just like having a lot of guns and a lot of ammo before Obama decides we shouldn't have guns and ammo.
Do you have a machine gun? Like a little Uzi?
I'm not allowed to have a machine gun. People aren't allowed to have machine guns.
Oh.
You can't have a fully automatic. Now, they call them automatic weapons. Obama's looking to ban automatic handguns, which is nothing but a semi-automatic. You're still pulling the trigger every time. It just automatically racks and cocks itself. Yeah, as fast as you pull the trigger. So he wants those banned. I guess he wants everybody to just have a revolver and a musket, apparently. But in the meantime, Obama is selling more guns. I've talked to people at a few gun stores. More guns are being sold since he even announced he was running than any other situation, even post 9/11. People are buying more guns thanks to Obama. Obama can now be proud of the fact that he is selling more guns than anybody else for any other reason in this country.
Jesus.
Yeah. So the gun stores are packed. They're full of what are dubbed assault weapons, which are nothing more than semi-automatic rifles with a few cool-looking attachments to make them look military-like. They really don't do anything for the performance of the rifle, but they're dubbed assault weapons to scare people. He wants those to be gone, so he wants everybody with a bolt action, with no scope on it, because once you put a scope on it, it becomes what they dub a sniper rifle. Yes, certain scopes they want to outlaw because it becomes a sniper rifle, which again will scare people when you say that. It's one of those situations where I felt, I'm going to go in, and until he's inaugurated and starts cracking down, I'm just going to keep buying guns. That's what I'm doing. I'm exercising my Second Amendment right, and I am just buying up guns and taking them to the range and having fun.
Why don't you buy a moat? Why don't you put a moat around your house?
Zoning.
Oh.
Yeah, zoning laws. I got a pool in the back. Hopefully someone will fall in that, and I'll be able to pump a few rounds into them.
Well, what was the thing that people would be shocked at?
Oh, that wasn't it.
No.
No, I bought something else. Aside from the... what are you smiling for? Do you know?
No, I don't actually.
Oh, okay. Oh, we have to take a break? Damn it. Oh. Here's a video of somebody shooting. We'll pop all these up. And, of course, me and Keith are going to take some video of us shooting these down at the range later on today, and I'll post those tomorrow. I'm taking it with the little flip cam, of which I have two. I bought the original one, and then I had to get the HD one. So I'm taking the original one, and I am putting it on the target, hitting record, putting the target out there a few feet, and then blasting near the camera. So we'll get a unique view of what it's like to be on the receiving end of a Desert Eagle on the video. So we'll post that one later, too. Let me take a quick look at that one, because this is somebody down at the range firing. The muzzle flash is quite astounding. Oh, here it is.
Whoa! How do you aim that? It's impossible.
Look, the guy had to shake his hand because he just hurt his wrist on shot number 2.
Sounds like a cannon.
It is. It is a cannon. It's a...
That's crazy.
And he's not hitting the target. I don't know what he's hitting.
This pussy doesn't know what he's doing. I fire with one hand and hit. I can shoot better than anybody.
Will you do the oldie time cop stance where you have one hand on your hip and the other one straight out with the gun, like I'm a little teapot with a gun?
And the Israeli army uses that?
I don't know what the Israelis do with this. They decided they needed a 5-pound gun that shoots 50 caliber bullets. The Israelis are wacky. When you're surrounded by people that hate you, all you do is make bigger guns. And then, of course, you export them to the United States, where kooks like me get to collect them.
Or Placido Burress shoots himself with it.
Yes. Yeah, we got to get into that.
What a dope.
We'll get into that great one. What a dummy. Plexico. What the hell is that?
Without being personal, but is something like that really expensive, a gun like that?
It don't come cheap, Rich. Yeah. I'll tell you that.
Is it more than $500?
Perhaps more than that,
I don't know
Jim.
how much guns go for.
Yes, that is a gun that is in the thousands range.
Really?
Yeah. That's not many people have that one. A lot of people want it. Not many people have it.
More than $1,000, huh?
Fun little gun.
Wow, so if I were in Cincinnati this weekend to go bananas, would I be able to buy one there?
No, yes, to hand
not.
the audience so they could all shoot themselves.
Not like themselves. For a second, I thought they were going to shoot Voss, but then they still have the memory of his act in their head. All right, we'll take a break, and then I'll get to the other thing I purchased, which is something that I don't think anybody will guess or expects. But I think it's a very worthwhile purchase. That I
Your
made.
girlfriend a book bag?
Very funny. Yes. Okay. She'll be able to drink soon.
What did you get that no one will think that you got?
Yeah. Try to guess that one, Jimmy. Rich.
Okay.
Everyone else.
Hopefully, it's a beginner's pamphlet in Alcoholics Anonymous.
First step.
Just a guess.
All right, we'll take a little break. Of course, we'll be right back. Opie and Anthony Show.
I have to know.
Water. Yes. What?
I have to know.
Oh, what? What else I bought?
Yeah.
Hair conditioner.
What?
Nothing.
No, he's got that. He's got Central there.
I said.
I got it.
Well, let me tell you, my head hurts from the headphones and this hat, and the hat is very loose right now. I loosened the hat because I knew I'd have to wear it today. I hadn't been wearing the hat all week long, and I haven't had a drink since Tuesday. Since Tuesday, yes. Finger of God.
Hold on, right now I'm looking. Is it like Wednesday morning?
No, I'm talking since last Tuesday.
Wow.
I have not had an iota of alcoholic beverage.
Oh, that's great.
No, not for that reason. Tonight I'm drinking like a fish.
Damn it!
I am going to get hammered tonight.
Why haven't
because
you?
I'm allowed to. It was under a certain doctor's orders that I not drink for a week because it thins the blood, and because of what I had done, I didn't need any unnecessary bleeding that was involved.
All right, wait a minute. You did something.
Yes.
That would thin that you didn't need to bleed from.
Yeah.
But you're wearing a hat because your head. I don't get it.
I get it.
What?
Can I say it?
Go ahead, say it.
Plugs, hair plugs.
Not plugs.
Plugs. No, plugs would be me in D.C. this Friday.
Right.
Or Atlantic City in January. Those are plugs.
You're talking in ancient vernacular.
Plugs.
Plugs. No, I did visit the medical hair restoration. I did go. And boy, what a treat.
Well, you got a thick head of hair.
No, I don't. I have a big bald spot in the back, dummy.
Can we see? Let me see.
Well, wait a minute. Hold the phone.
What happened?
So now I look like a monk with a rash.
Are you having hair restoration done? I didn't even know you
had
needed
it done.
Oh, you did?
Of course I. If one more person tells me they never saw the back of my goddamn head.
And my hand was always there while you were...
That's true, and that's why I lost the hair. Very rough hands.
You always have a hat on. I've showered with you in that hat.
That's exactly why I always had the hat on. And it was always just when I have to go, like I went to the wedding. And I couldn't wear a hat, obviously. And then if you're standing behind me, you're like, whoa. Because I know, I look in the mirror, I see. When I get a haircut and they give me the 2 mirrors to look, I see. And I lasted quite a while because my father was completely bald at like 22 years old. My brother went bald, he shaved his head. I'm not a shave your head kind of guy unless I'm laying in a hospice.
Yeah.
I don't have the look for a shaved head.
You look like the machinist.
Yes. So I decided to check it out. And see, a lot of people, like Rich, think back to the 70s, they're saying like hair plugs. And this isn't a commercial. Believe me, sales is going to be pissed that I didn't approach them and do this. But I did this all on my own. So it's not a plug. I paid full price, so it's not plugola. It's not hair plugola.
Listen.
But it's what?
If they take another piece of hair and plug it in your head, I don't care what you call it, it's plugs.
How does
plugs
it work?
were, here's what plugs were. Here's what plugs were, dummy.
Okay.
They took a cookie cutter the size of a bottle cap and cut out chunks of the back of your head in big round circles and then stuck them in the front of your head, and it looked like doll hair. You'd have 100 things of hair growing out of one big lumpy scar tissue on your scalp.
It's a start.
That is what they used to do. What they do now is you lay it took 10 hours to do this. 10 hours.
Wow.
First thing you do is lay down in a massage-like table.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, your face is down in the massage table kind of a thing.
Cool. Is there someone trying to pay off a slavery ship debt? Speaking poor English?
Oh,
okay.
This was right on Central Park South, my friend. Nice, reputable place. And they cut from what they call the donor area. It is the area back. You ever see somebody that's horseshoe bald?
Yes.
Where they just have the hair over the ears and in the back. Yeah. That hair, all that hair is genetically engineered where it doesn't ever come out. Doesn't fall out. You can't go bald there unless you have a disease or some crap.
Really?
But male pattern baldness, it doesn't affect those hairs. So they cut a big swath out of there, and then they stitch it shut. And your scalp stretches, so it stretches.
So they numb your head.
They numb the crap out of your head with Novocaine.
They put needles in your head?
Needles in my head. I heard crunching noises.
How much did the needles hurt?
The first few were kind of painful, but then once your head goes numb, it's numb. You're like Voss. Numb.
I know that feeling.
Numbskull. They call it Vossing the patient. So they put a bunch of Novocaine in there, and then they take a scalpel and cut this big swath just about from ear to ear.
Wow.
And on the back of your head, on that hair that never falls out.
Okay.
And then they take it and, like I said, stitch that shut, and then they dissect the piece that they took out. They cut it into separate. Here's where it's not plugs. Separate follicles, individual follicles, which each follicle either has 1, 2, or 3 hairs growing out of it. So they separate them all into 1, 2s, and 3s.
How long does that take for them to separate follicles?
A long time. You lay in there, and there's 3 people working under microscopes cutting these follicles out of this patch that they took and getting 1, 2s, and 3s and putting them together. The 1s and 2s are used for the front, for like a hairline, so it doesn't look fake. And then the 3s are used to fill up bulk area in the back. That's pretty much what I needed. I didn't want a hairline like, I'm 25 years old or something like that. I want a regular hairline for someone my age. But they filled in a little up front.
Wow.
A little on the front line. But I needed most in the back because I was watching the Letterman appearance recently. And I walk out, and it's the over-the-shoulder camera, and I just go, Jesus Christ. Got to do something about that. It's just this glaring white light coming off my head. So I checked everything out, went down there, talked to the consultant. He said I'm a good candidate because I have curly hair, which blends in really well, and and I have like thick, very full hair that grows fast in the back. And they took that, popped it up top, and popped some in the front by where the receding was and stuff like that. And for the past week, I've had a big gangsta bandana on my head, and this is the first day I'm wearing the hat, which is it's hurting a little. It's kind of like hurting the stitches in the back.
So they cut. When they cut a piece out of the back, how do they know? Like, I guess they know because they've done it. But like, what if they don't cut enough? Like, what if there's not enough to fill your head out?
Oh no, they know exactly how much they're cutting out. I got about 2,500 follicles taken out and put in. I said, go for the max, fill that up.
How many can they do at a time?
Just short of about 3,000.
No. But I mean, like, if you got 2,500 cut out, do they have to do each one?
Dude. Individually. Each one is placed with the grain of your hair, too. Like the direction, if you have a cowlick or your hair grows a certain way, they put it in that direction. So they place each follicle completely individually of anything else. The guy goes with what looks like a hole punch, and after they're done Novocaining your head, they take this thing and poke thousands of holes in your head. It's just tick, 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 and you hear like...
Ew.
You hear it. You don't feel it, but you hear like this crunching noise. And then once they do that, they're wiping it down constantly and spraying it with saline to keep everything wet. And then they take these follicles that are sitting in saline, and then one at a time, place them in each part. Take a look, a few more holes where they figure you might need some more hair.
I see.
Then they put it in, and they fashion like a natural-looking hairline, if that's what you need. Like I really didn't need like a front hairline, but some people do. They need an entire front hairline done. I needed just the back filled up because, you know, from the back it was just... Ugh.
What's to stop them from falling out? If they're just placing them in.
Well, yeah.
Well, for a week, I've had to sit up. I had to sleep at a 45-degree angle with something on my head. I've had to put like these gauze on, a wet saline gauze wrapped in cellophane, and then after 5 days they take, and it's healed. But in the meantime, if you bend over or strain yourself, you could pop. That's why I didn't go to the range with my gun. I had a nice new gun. There'd have been follicles up at the roof of the
Do you know
above me.
how hilarious? Achoo! Fuck! $10,000 worth of work.
They just come flying out of your head.
Oh my! I've never wanted to push somebody down steps so bad.
Oh, I just watch their follicles.
You were telling me
fly up.
that showering was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, showering is just like the first time I had to take a shower. You take a gauze pad and put this shampoo on it, and then you just gently tap the top of your head with the little shampoo-y thing, and then you can't put your head under the shower. You have to fill a little cup up and slowly pour it over your head. And then I started thinking about it, what was going on and why it was stinging, and I started getting all queasy and nauseous, and I thought I was going to pass out or throw up. And I'm thinking, if I puke, these things are going to be all on the top of the toilet seat. I'm just going to throw up, and they're going to fly out of my head. So I just ran, like, still completely wet and laid down in bed, just going, don't puke. So I didn't puke, but now we got to take a break soon.
Dude, you're... Okay, so they put these things in your head, and a week later they take. Are they in now okay?
Yeah, they're in.
But how do you know?
Now it's... Well,
I mean, you had to have lost some of them, right? I mean...
No, as far as I know,
Can I see the back of your head? It looks...
So you had 2,500
See, it looks real bad, though, because they shaved the back where it was.
I don't want to look.
See, they shaved where it was. See, it's still a blaze. See? See that?
Oh, wow. It looks like, looks like Anthony has head AIDS.
I know.
Yes.
The top of his head.
I have
it looks,
head AIDS.
It looks really scabby. It looks like someone skinned his knee.
Yes, it's very scabby.
Yeah.
But those come off when you shampoo and stuff. But there's those little bristles of hair that, were never there.
So you
that was
never-
gone.
So that's going to really grow in.
That was gone. So it grows in, yeah, in like 6 months or something like that. It all grows back. And then I got the hair on the back of my head. I don't have the big friggin' white
Oh, that's
bald
great, man.
spot. So, yeah, I just figured, I got sick of looking at pictures and videos and just, hair. Yeah.
That's cool.
Hated it. So, yeah, that's the second thing I bought.
Wow, okay.
And that cost me more than the guns.
Was it?
Wow.
And how painful? Like, I mean, after, like, do you have headaches every day?
No, it's not headaches. You don't get a headache. It's not that internal pain. It's scalp kind of stinging kind of a thing. Pain. Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
There it is.
You don't want to look like you're wearing a yarmulke.
No, I didn't want a hair hat. No comb overs. I wasn't shaving it. It's my own goddamn hair. And it grows and cut it and whatever.
That's great.
Right, 10 years from now, you had that big patch of hair on the back of your head.
No, that's been. But you know what it is?
What?
I lost hair to a certain point, and that was it.